The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening, I'm Michael Tamtipaj with this Saturday's news. Coming up on tonight's news, IRC Mandy records 19 million in 9 months, Marianville prepares for Diamond Jubilee, and NCD Governor comments Chiefs' progress. The Internal Revenue Commission office in Walume, Imbogu district has reported a collection of more than 19 million kina in goods and services tax or GST over a 9 months period from Hela and Southern Highlands provinces. This was revealed on Wednesday, 6 May 2026 during a farewell ceremony at Walume district for outgoing Southern Highlands IRC manager George Nathan, who has been promoted and transferred to Hela province.
The Internal Revenue Commission's office in Southern Highlands Province was opened at the district headquarters of Imbongu, Wagume, just 9 months ago. And within these 9 months, it collected 19 million kina in GST Section 65A withholding payments.
With the support of my staffs, we have been tough on the providing awareness to the communities. And also some inspections has been carried out, and through our effort we have our revenue report, we have collected 90 million plus within the 9 months.
Having established this office in the province, the pioneer manager George Nathan was leaving. His farewell drew public servants from across Imbongu who gathered to witness the occasion and honor him for his service. Imbongu District Chief Executive Officer Paul Kereme commended IRC for establishing its presence at the district level, which has achieved its purpose to collect revenue. He thanked Mr. Nathan and his team for their commitment and resilience in operating under challenging conditions, including power outages and communication difficulties. Outgoing IRC manager George Nathan acknowledged the support from the district staff and the people of Imbongu. In appreciation, Imbongu district staff presented Mr. Nathan and his family with gifts. Ruth Rongula, TVWAN News.
Hundreds of students, teachers, alumni members, and former students, as well as their families, turned out for the Marianville 60th Diamond Jubilee walk this morning. The walk commenced at 6:30 a.m. at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium and ended at Ella Beach.
Marianville Secondary School in the nation's capital is one of the top-performing all-girls Catholic school in Papua New Guinea. It will be celebrating its 60th Diamond Jubilee at the end of May 2026. Marianville Alumni Group Association President Rosman Moihe shared that they are looking forward to the big event that will run from the 29th to the 31st of May 2026. The 3-day celebration will feature reunions by former students and staff, a feast day, a grand Thanksgiving Mass, and the main Jubilee ceremony at the Bomana campus.
It's the month of the Rosary as well for Mother Mary. We've got a whole heap of things in store. So Friday, without spilling everything, we start out here with a float. And that'll take us all the way back to our home, Mary's Village, and that'll lead into a lot of celebrations. We've got the sports activities happening. We have the competition going on. A lot of this. We're talking areas from all around, 60 areas. Not funny. And right now the count is over 800 who's coming to sleep over for those 3 days. Saturday is our fete. We've turned it into a fete. It's also the launch itself. So we're expecting a lot of VIPs, a lot of people, a lot of women, family, coming along to celebrate our day. Then this Sunday, big mass. We having the cardinal come up, and that's another mighty touch to this whole spin to it. It's just exciting. So I'm so elated. I can't find the words to describe it, but just getting back to the home that made me who I am and many women who they are.
NCD Governor Powes Pakop, who was part of the walk this morning, acknowledged the school's achievements and the Catholic Church's role in providing educational opportunities for young women.
I want to really acknowledge that, but also, I want to acknowledge the Catholic Church for this initiative. It's an institution that, basically for spiritual, but it also does reach out in the social area. In the area of education, the city would not be, fulfilling its legal and moral, ethical requirement to educate all our children, including young women, girls, without the Catholic Church.
I always admire Marianville because that's the only school in the city is school of the girls. So I am proud of donating flatting 10,000 kina as a commissioner of women and girls. I'm proud of the ladies.
Right? Pakop, as well as NCD Commissioner for Women and Girls, LT Siki, both pledged funds of 60,000 kina and 10,000 kina respectively towards the school's Diamond Jubilee celebrations. Jasmine Rojak, TVWAN News.
Many former students of Marianville Secondary School turned up for the Diamond Jubilee walk this morning to show support. Several arrived with their families to support the cause. Many who are now working were overwhelmed to regroup and see each other after years of parting ways.
60 years is a long time. And the school is just amazing. It's Mary's village. We're all daughters of Mary. And my link goes back through my mom. And I have to mention here, God rest her soul, she passed last month. Pioneer, 1969 graduate. The Pioneer groups, they're out there. And I'd like to get them to come on.
I think it's a proud moment for any Mvillian, knowing that we've done 60 years and being part of the team, being part of now the walkathon. It's a good feeling walking because we get on our vehicles every day. So it's a good feeling of I'm actually going to be sleeping over with my era. We've already got our costumes and everything, and I'm all excited. Get up for it.
I always take pride in being part of Marianville, as it taught me and instilled some values in life that I still hold to this day, even being an alumni. And also always admiring the progress and new initiatives taken in school and how the current students and the former students have been part of the great initiatives that helped to build the school to where it is now and the reputation it has in the education sector in PNG.
It is time for young men and women from Rigo to be bold and courageous. Key speakers placed this challenge to the UPNC students of Rigo district during the orientation last night. The first orientation for 2026 themed Nurturing the Young Minds of Rigo Natuna welcomed first-year students to the institution.
SRC President of the University of PNG, Ephraim Kliwolo, was a guest at the orientation and outlined how the district was so close to the nation's capital, yet so far away in development, and how the district need more young, vibrant leaders to move it forward. He challenged the students not to look at what the government and leaders can do for the district, but what they can do for the district as elites from there. Kliwolo further mentioned that Rigo Rise was a step forward for the district, and young leaders need to look into more innovation for the district. Keynote speaker and patron for RSA, Pauna Kule, also acknowledged students to actively resist stagnation and avoid the trap of being comfortable. The orientation provided an opportunity for the first years to introduce themselves, most of whom were females. Member for Rigo, Sir Anopala, was invited but sent his apologies. Jasmine Rojak, TVWAN News.
You're watching Saturday's news. Stay with us. We'll return with more of the day's other stories after this break.
Hiya, Mama.
You eat them, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaru, get up a big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, na mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
Every growing child needs the best care to help them grow physically, socially, intellectually, and emotionally. That's why I choose Tender Care. It keeps skin clean and fresh and is hypoallergenically tested for gentle and safe protection. So my child can be protected for all of life's adventures. Tender Care.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Welcome back. Residents of Moresby North East District now have access to a clean, safe and restored healthcare environment following the official handover of the refurbishment of the 9 Mile Urban Clinic. Staff from the BSP Finance and Planning and Treasury and Marketing departments pulled the annual community project funds to deliver a 60,000 kina renovation project. The project specifically targeted the structural decay of the facility, ensuring that both parties, both patients and staff have an environment conducive to recovery and professional care. The refurbishment has completely transformed patient experience and significantly improved workplace safety for clinic staff. Thousands of people gathered at vigils around the country last night in memory of 5-year-old Kuman Jai little baby, 1 week after she was found dead on the outskirts of Alice Springs. More than 2,000 people turned up at the Alice event, hearing a statement from the child's mother saying she wanted her daughter to be remembered as a happy child who loved the color pink. A warning: this story contains the image of an indigenous person who has died, used with permission of her family.
A family shattered, a community still in shock, the heart of Australia broken but united in grief.
Across regions, across language groups, black or white, we came together to find my grandchild.
Coming together again a week after she was found at vigils in every corner of the country. From the nation's capital to the Sydney Town Hall, balloons in Kalgoorlie, candles in Hobart. But the one felt deepest, Alice Springs, where the town turned out in force.
To mourn together, to grieve together, to be there for each other.
The Vigil, a moment of reflection, emotions spilling over during powerful performances. In a statement read by Leanne Little from NT Police, the child's mother expressing her pain and her gratitude for those who helped search for her daughter in the days after she went missing.
I want you all to know that my heart is broken into a million pieces.
3 of the girls' kinship grandfathers also addressing the crowd, each thanking police, volunteers and emergency services.
Your effort will never be forgotten. Your dedication in such a tragic time shows the true spirit of community.
A flicker of hope in a dark chapter.
Aboriginal people are overrepresented in Tasmania's courts and prisons, and the disparity in getting worse, with other jurisdictions seeing positive outcomes from recognizing Indigenous legal systems. There are calls from the Aboriginal community for change in Tasmania.
Ruth Langford, also known as Tipruthana, is facing trespass charges after protesting against native forest logging. She wanted the case heard on Aboriginal land at Piura Katina Risdon Cove, but last month a magistrate rejected her application.
This was a really missed opportunity.
The Tasmanian Aboriginal Centre supported Ms Langford's application, arguing Tasmania's current legal system doesn't fit Aboriginal legal principles.
An Aboriginal legal and political system was in this country, in Lutruwita, Tasmania, for thousands of years.
Some overseas jurisdictions have established court systems that recognise both Indigenous and colonial practices, while interstate, on-country hearings have been held before, such as in the Northern Territory. In Victoria, Koori sentencing courts allow elders to sit around a table with the magistrate and other relevant people to discuss sentencing. And an evaluation found a trial of using reports about an offender's Aboriginal cultural and social background to inform sentencing represented a circuit breaker to high and rising incarceration rates in Victoria.
It's really aimed at providing culturally safe, grounded, holistic information to the courts as a part of the sentencing conversations.
Despite closing the gap targets for reducing rates of Indigenous imprisonment, Tasmania, like the rest of the nation, is going backwards. Just 5% of Tasmanians are Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander, but the Aboriginal community now makes up 44% of the entire prison population. The Tasmanian Aboriginal Legal Service says Tasmania should develop culturally appropriate alternatives to mainstream courts, but it says the government must also invest more in early intervention.
The earlier we can support mob and our people, the greater outcomes we will have around reducing overrepresentation.
The Tasmanian government says it's committed to reducing the number of Aboriginal people in the correction system, but it has no plans to change the law to allow cases to be heard on country.
A national daily news service delivered in Australian Sign Language will air its final show next month. The deaf community is calling on the federal government to keep it going.
It's the only program in the country delivering daily news in sign language. The bulletins are uploaded on social media, covering international wars, looming cyclones, and fuel shortages.
A lot of deaf people in the community, English is their second language, and so we are providing news so they understand what's happening in a domestic context as well as a global context, directly in their first language.
The last show will be filmed in June, after federal government funding ended.
The program provides a lot of public value to $3.75 million per year, including the employment of deaf journalists.
Since launching in 2024, more than 400 news bulletins have been recorded, reaching more than 300,000 Australians.
I'm actually learning a lot as well, because before I couldn't really hear, the radio or anything like that. And there was a lot of barriers for me. But when I watch Auslan 90, it just gives me 100% of the information.
The 82-year-old, who was born deaf, says she doesn't miss an episode.
Before they had TV with subtitles, I don't really follow a lot of it. Like, I do miss out on a lot of the words that were happening, and some of it didn't make sense.
A health department spokesperson says the government scheme that funds Auslan 90 is being replaced with a new one, with applications closing in July. Deaf Connect wants the new service to continue.
Varying minority communities have access to news in their language, so why, again, are deaf people missing out and can't access news in their language?
You're watching TVWAN News. We'll take a short break and return with your sports news.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Show the dishes who's boss. Fight mess with Axion, the tough grease stripper. 100% effective at doing the dirty work. The triple active power breaks down tough grease, and its antibacterial formula leaves dishes squeaky clean. Get tough on grease. Get Axion.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Welcome back. Governor for NCD, Powers Pakov, has commended the PNG Chiefs executives for securing the top two performer players in NRL, Jerome Luai and Alex Johnson, as their first signings ahead of the club's entry into the NRL in 2028. Pakov acknowledged the negative criticism surrounding the Chiefs, particularly claims that the club is attractive due to its tax-free scheme. However, he said the team is pleased and excited to see more elite talent coming on board.
The signing so far with Jerome Luai and Alex Johnson, that's very good, great start. It cannot get any better than these two. They are, at the moment, the high-ranking, high-performing players in NRL in Australia in their respective club, Souths and Tigers. And for Chiefs to, sign them up, I think that's a great start for the Chief. And we all can look forward to 2028 with a lot of excitement and confidence that the Chief will be a team that will be highly competitive.
At the start of round 5 of the DDCL Action Mobile Cup, Wampna Mount Again Eagles recorded their first win of the season in a tight contested match, beating second place Guest Resource Central Dabaris 18 points to 16 at the Jona Ambane Oval in Minsk. At the Ron Albert Oval in Madang, new franchise MPG Candice maintained a winning streak, burying the PRK Gulf issue 26 points to 12 on home soil. And at Queen's Park in Kokopo, the Rabaul Gurias had the advantage of home soil, defeating the Lay Snakes Tigers 28 points to 18. Meantime, a double-header is set for the National Football Stadium tomorrow, when the Wipers and Muruks go head-to-head in a top-of-the-table class, and the Croton Hela Wigmen meet the Asila Wagi Tumbe. Watch TVWAN Sports from 1 p.m. tomorrow to watch this live action. Papua New Guinea's national swim team is competing at the 14th Oceania Swimming Championships in Fiji, with officials confident that the team will deliver a strong performance. Papua New Guinea's head swim coach Rigo the Giant has praised his team as they compete at the 14th Oceania Swimming Championships in Suwa, Fiji. PNG swim team head coach Rigo the Giant has spoken highly of his side, currently taking part in the 14th Oceania Swimming Championship in Suwa, Fiji, urging them to give their personal best in their different categories of competition. 8 swimmers, 5 males and 3 females, are representing the country, combining experience with fresh talent, as several athletes make their national debut at the championships. Leading the team is PNG Olympian Josh Tarere, who represented the country at the 2024 Olympic Games. As the most experienced and oldest male swimmer, the coach says Tarere is expected to guide the team both in and out of the pool.
My veteran swimmer in Josh, he's the oldest male. I think he's the oldest swimmer, part of our team, and I expect him to show some leadership and hopefully to perform well, to set a really good example, and to assist all the swimmers with any questions and things that they may have during the competition.
Among the rising talents is Roxane from Boroko Swim Club. She trained in Fiji as a youngster and is now based in Brisbane. This is her second time representing PNG after competing at the Palau Mini Games last year. She will contest several events, including freestyle, butterfly, breaststroke, and the 200-meter individual medley. Coach Van Degent says the team is aiming for personal best, finals appearances, and is calling on supporters back home to get behind the swimmers. The championships continue this week in Suwa, Fiji. The Papua New Guinea Football Association Youth Coaching Course and Football Development Festival in Goroka officially concluded today at the National Sports Institute following a successful week of learning, development, and grassroots football activities. According to the PNG Football Association, 35 participants, including coaches, teachers, parents, and volunteers, completed the intensive youth coaching program before putting their knowledge into practice during the football development festivals for under 8, under 10, under 12, and under 13 players hosted by the Goroka Soccer Association. Yesterday's festival attracted more than 200 students from West Goroka Primary School and Goroka Grammar School, showcasing the growing enthusiasm for youth football in the region. In regional forecast, Southern Port Moresby, Port Popondetta and Alatau, partly cloudy, then showers. In regional forecast, Southern Port Moresby, Popondetta and Alatau, partly cloudy, then few showers. Momase, Lay cloudy with some rain, rain showers. Wanimo, partly cloudy, possible afternoon showers. New Guinea Islands, Kokopo, Rabaul, and Kimbe. Cloudy periods, then brief showers. Buka, partly cloudy, then few showers. And Islands region, Mandi, Tari, and Wabek. Morning fog patches, clearing into partly cloudy, then some afternoon, evening rain and rain showers. We are pleased for the inconvenience caused, and this is the Saturday's news with TVWAN. You have a good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
Dad's gonna be home soon. Dinner's not ready. He's gonna be mad. Mom's trying her best. If it's not ready, oh no. I'm proud of my old man. If he can change, anyone can.
From our homes, where every morning starts with a taste we all love. A taste that holds memories and sheds stories. A taste that can bring friends together. Made with care and loved in every corner of PNG. Inspired by our champions and rooted by our family values. Snacks, so crunchy and tasty, it's irresistible.
You have to meet my best friend. She's the sweetest. Hey, check out my hair.
Which one? The one on your head or the one in the sink? Relax. Next time, just use the Mega Growth Anti-Damage Relaxer. It's infused with wonder oils and conditioning proteins for visibly less hair breakage after retouching. Now your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Mega Growth Anti-Damage No Light Cream Relaxer for visibly less hair breakage after retouching.
Kids in Papua New Guinea love to smile and spread joy. And when they smile, it lights up our world. Come on, Mom, it's you first. Do the 1, 2, 3. Wake up. Brush your teeth. Smile. Let's spread some smiles in PNG with Colgate.